to my channel. So we are in eclipse season, and I thought I would just do a little collective live for the community to see what energies arise within a spread for us all. So, as you all know, hopefully you all know, if you've ever clicked on a video about an eclipse, eclipses are basically new moon energy, full moon energy quadrupled. Okay, they're more powerful than a regular full moon, but the energy still kind of is similar in so far as that there's cord cuttings, there's endings. This particular eclipse, we are dealing with paradigm shifts within relationships. I have been talking about this for a few months, I believe, maybe even longer. I have been noticing that the collective on a grander scale is becoming more aware of generational trauma, generational curses, generational patterns. So this cord cutting for this eclipse could be about generational curses, generational traumas for you all. Let me know in the comments. And I have my little ceremonial candle here. I don't necessarily do cord cutting rituals, but if you do, now's the time to do it. Cut the cord to that ancestral trauma. Cut the cord to those toxic relationship patterns. What are we cutting out? What are we releasing? What are we bringing in? What are we cutting out so that we can draw in? That's the way it works. Usually, typically, is that in order for something to come in that we've been chasing, a dream, like if you want a new career, you have to let go of the old job or start transitioning out of it by looking for new work, right? So as one door closes, a window opens. And that's how I like to see that. So you can get your little candle, you can get your little cord cutting rituals, whatever you want to do. Rituals are just rituals. The real work is in changing the patterns. That's the hard work. And it's going to look different for everyone. Let's pull some cards though and see what the tarot has to say. I'm going to move the candle aside. I have a purple candle. Purple is for healing. Lavender stone, you can get red for love, you can get black to ward off negative energy, and you can get green candles for wealth. Four of Pentacles, we're releasing this energy of holding on to things that are of no value to us. Hello there. We have the Four of Pentacles energy. So we are using Scott Alcott's Sci-Fi Tarot today. They've got movie posters almost on here. This is very sci-fi, okay? There's a lot going on in the extraterrestrial realm, but they hoarded secrets. The question is why? The Four of Pentacles. No more holding on to secrets for other people. No more gatekeeping, okay? I'm hearing no more gatekeeping, but also potentially don't hold on to relationships past their prime. This is a big one on this channel. Ari Full says, how am I? I'm doing well. How are you? Releasing things when we know it's time to. I am so guilty of this one. I will hold on to friendships and relationships, jobs. I'll hold on to a tattered t-shirt longer than I should, okay? So eclipse energy is about releasing. Releasing those things or those people who are kind of draining on our energy. Releasing bad spending patterns. Okay, but also recognizing your value and your worth and what you provide to other people. The Emperor. Oh, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor. I love that. And we also have the Ace of Cups on the table. So yes, this Ace of Cups is like a new burst of love or a new burst of emotional support here. Could be a new relationship on the horizon, something that we're it says your future begins now. And it's true. If you study meditation, Zen, anything like that. The future is now. And if there is somebody who isn't around you right now, who you want to be, the future is now. Maybe that person isn't a part of your future. Who's in the container? Love, joy, a promotion, a baby. Look inside to find out. So there's something new coming in for the collective. But like I said before, we have to release this holding on energy, or this spending outside our means, or this not having self-worth energy. Okay, some of you guys, maybe we need to focus on your finances. We have a power, like unto a God. Let go of control issues, let go of the ego. The ego is very important. The ego is the thing that gets you up in the morning. It's the thing that leads you to the Ace of Pentacles. This Emperor energy, this godlike energy, because Aries, you guys know the Emperor, is you at your throne, you at your highest vibration. So the collective at their highest vibration is recognizing when and where to utilize the power that you have within yourself, and to let go of that thing that doesn't put you in your power. If this job, if this person, if this relationship, if that food is not making me feel at my best, like I'm an emperor, I'm not going to do it anymore. And that's a daily thing, okay? Maybe overspending is what's causing you to feel less in control of your life. Giving energy to people, places, and things that don't put you in the driver's seat, that don't make you feel in control. A power like unto a God. So it's learning when and where to be forceful, be powerful, step into the Emperor energy, step into the energy of a warrior, or the energy of taking control of your life and taking control of your life force, but also knowing when to let go, and let God, okay? Because a powerful person will walk away from the thing not feeling rejected, knowing that there's nothing here for me anymore, okay? This is you guys walking into a room saying there's nothing here for me anymore, all right? I'm taking what little left I have of my dignity and I'm going, and there's something new out there. So that's for some of you. There's nothing here about endings, but more about holding on to things and knowing when to release it. Oh, we have 4 of Wands on the floor. 3 of Swords. Okay, so it's bound to come out sometime or another. We have the 3 of Swords is heartbreak. It's pain. It's the icky feeling, right? 3 of Swords, the pain in the heart. Heartache from beyond time and space. 3 of Swords. Let me know what heaviness you guys would love to release in your life. What grief, what sorrow, what pain. It doesn't have to be, heartache. It doesn't have to be about that. There's all kinds of suffering that we go through every day on a daily. And you guys know I like to talk about Buddhism. You might think it's boring, but I think it's relevant, because when we talk about dukkha in Buddhism, that's the 3 of Swords energy. That's when you go to the coffee shop and your coffee isn't made right, or your sandwich isn't made right, and that's dukkha, and that's suffering, and that's 3 of Swords. And I want to release that and be like, I'm just happy I'm able to even afford to buy this. This is a really hard one for me, you guys, okay? But yes, we need to know when to release suffering, when to release pain, when to not ruminate in it, not sit there and think about the pain every day, all day, to cause more suffering, or surround yourself with the people who caused you suffering or the circumstances, but also be able to sit with the pain and suffering and allow it to have its day, allow it to have its time, and then when the clock runs out, I'm not going to sit in the suffering anymore. I want to be happy. I want to chase, cups that are overflowing, not cups that are depleting my energy and depleting me. What else do we have here for the collective on this solar eclipse? I think it's in the Virgo, but I don't know. We have the Justice. This is the card of relationships. So, and it doesn't always talk about romantic relationships. This is all relationships, okay? Learning to find the balance within a relationship is really difficult. We have Card number 11, the planet of the sword and scales. So she's out there in the solar system, and she's out there with her sword and her scales, balancing the scales, okay? So this is kind of that time when when you want the tables to turn, when you want to see how you've been in friendships and relationships and find a way to have those tables turned so that you can get your justice, you can get things for you. What's this Ace of Cups coming for the collective? What's the Ace of Cups coming in for the collective? How are you guys doing out there in the comments? Where are you guys tuning in from? What's the Ace of Cups here? Is there something new and amazing coming in? Ooh, the Six of Swords reversed. Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm going to have more on that. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. There is a lot of chaos in the world right now. Why is the Six of Swords in reverse here? Or what's coming in? The Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh, you guys. Listen. Oh my God. I'm kind of blushing when I say this. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. A lot of you guys are in for a wild, passionate ride, okay? Some of you, if there has been a tumultuous relationship, I don't know, I'm not picking up on that. I'm just picking up on, give me one more card for that. I'm picking up on some passion for you guys. Ooh, oh my God, listen, you've got all three aces here on the table. We have all three aces here on the table. Listen, any kind of chaos that's coming around you, it's meant to, it's almost like that tower moment, like the destroying of things in your life that have not been working, okay? I'm seeing that a lot in this reading. It's just the justice. To get to the justice, to get to the balance, we have to experience the chaos. That's kind of the yin and the yang. But for a lot of you guys, I'm seeing new passion, new career, new love opportunity. This is all the portal energy, the eclipse energy. It's the shifting and the releasing of what isn't supposed to be there. I'm trying to put this in everyday reality for you guys because the Ace of Pentacles can literally be anything, but it does look like a very satisfying relationship. For some of you guys are learning how to get your needs met in relationships. And this is very specific, okay? I mean, if you have been the type of person to attract relationships that are tumultuous or that are chaotic, and or relationships where the other person gets all their needs met, and maybe you were the people pleaser type or something like that, I'm kind of picking up on an energy of now it's time for you guys to be able to receive passion and in relationships, be able to have your needs be met in ways that maybe haven't been before. So there could be one or more people coming in, but I feel like this is in more than one area of your life, because the Wands is like passion in business. Pentacles is anything that you can touch here, and then we have Cups. So this is just an overhaul of your whole life here. We have aces across the board. I would love to hear if any of you guys are about to start a journey where you're inviting new things into your life, meeting new people, looking for new jobs, learning how to ask for what you want and need. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys with the Empress here are learning to put your needs first and learning, kind of putting the focus on you, right? Because the Empress has a lot of worth. This is actually the mother. So I feel like a lot of you guys could be working on your relationship with your mother, but also potentially could be working on your self-worth. And that is allowing you, because this is very Venusian, okay? The Empress likes to be adored, likes to be, showered with gifts, likes to be treated like the princess treatment. I feel like a lot of you guys are like saying, no more engagements, friendships, lovers who don't know how to reciprocate what I'm offering, because I offer a lot and I am wanting that in return. princess treatment here. Anything else that the collective needs to know? Queen of Pentacles. Secrets of the Pharaohs. Ancient aliens. Secrets of the Pharaohs. I feel like you guys could be learning about sacred symbolism here with the Queen of Pentacles. But I feel like this is the earthly mother energy. So it's very much, because we're in Virgo, I feel like a lot of you guys are in this, I'm taking care of me. I want someone who takes care of me. I want to be around people who give back to me. This is majorly what I'm picking up on. And so there could be relationships that fall into disruin and disrepair, for which you're like, I'm going to go in a different direction like that. Because this isn't for me, right? This isn't for me anymore. So if there's fallouts in certain areas of your life, that's because we're clearing away for the new passion, the new relationship that's physically, fulfilling, and where the love is mutual. Okay, so, and I feel like that's happening for a lot of you guys, or that's the collective energy out there. Okay, so it may or may not to relate to you specifically here. The Hermit, we are in the year number 9. This is God energy. This is the Hermit. This is the level up. This is the I'm shining the light on myself. It's not necessarily I'm reclusive, I'm on the moon, I'm all by myself. No, I just know when to retract my energy, because this thing is hurting me. It's not making me feel like a god. It's not making me feel good, whatever this scenario is. So I pull back my energy and I will go inwards. I will get the answers that I need from my guides, from my downloads. I talk about this all the time, you guys. That's why I encourage you all to go and buy a deck for yourself. Because you have all the answers within you. If only you would listen. Woo. We are in between two worlds still. Okay, so a lot of you guys could have still a foot in the world where, you're entertaining low vibrational engagements. Maybe you're still feeling the pain of something. And this is a hard one because, like I said before, with the Three of Swords, we're all going to experience pain and heartache and disappointment, potentially on a daily basis, right? But to be able to catapult yourself into this Queen Nefertiti, Empress, and who has confidence and who has power and who says anything and everyone who does not do right by them, who does not treat them like a princess or a king, or does not treat them the way that they perceive themselves to be treated. It takes a long time to step into that energy if you're not used to it. If you're used to people pleasing, if you're used to doing things for people, if you're used to keeping yourself small, okay, if you're used to giving people chances over and over again, then you're still on that timeline of that energy, of that Three of Swords energy, of that pain. So you haven't broken through to where all these aces are. The aces are on the other side of this breakthrough, of that breakthrough. Okay, and the Hermit being alone and going inwards and looking at the moon, so to speak, is part of the process to get to the Ace of Pentacles, to get to the other side. Two of Pentacles here, trapped between two realities. Can she keep her balance? So, and this is what I'm saying here. So a lot of you guys could be stuck between two realities, haven't completely gotten into the new timeline, haven't completely activated the aces that are waiting here for you, okay? Stepping into your highest self, your truest self, activating the aces, being in that emperor mode. And it's not necessarily about the power of a god. It's about knowing that you have a lot of power. Humans are very powerful. We have a lot of energy within us, and we can utilize that, or we can, use it for good, use it for bad. So we want to use that for good. We don't want to use that to try and control other people, but to pursue our whatever we're here to do, whatever our mission is, right? The Two of Wands and the Chariot, as I was saying before, actually looking at ambition and going after it. Instead of, we're still kind of, I feel like a lot of the collective is still in this planning era, planning what's going to come next, planning global domination, planning where you're going to go, who you're going to go there with, and which car are you going to take to get there? Which car are you going to take? Which space car are you going to take to get to Andromeda, to get to Saturn, to get to Jupiter, to get to Venus? Which spaceship are you going to take to get there? Which avenue are you going to take to get there? You know, and that's going to be, I'm trying to be general here because a lot of you guys are on the precipice of changing jobs, changing relationships, changing the way that you think, changing your friend groups, right? Leveling up, or just having an inward change where you see yourself differently with that Hermit energy, the Virgo energy, since we are in the, you know, the eclipse, the Virgo eclipse timeline is now. That's the fourth. Oh my gosh, we have every ace on the table. Okay, I can't. This is so rare, you guys. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. This is like, I have to show it this way because we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have everything, you guys. Oh my God. So we have almost all the aces here. There's so much newness. There's so much freshness coming in here. Let's see what the obstacle is. But yes, a lot of you guys, the reason that you haven't, you know, crossed over to this new timeline, this new reality, where your relationships are better, you're happier, you're not carrying that heavy burden, you know, the curse of the ancestral trauma. Once you get there, there's still going to be obstacles, but I feel like there's a breakthrough that needs to happen. There is a realization or a communication or a talk or a book that you need to read or a speech that you need to give or a conversation. There's some words that need to be exchanged or a thought in your head, a download that has to take place for you to shift, quantum shift, as they say, into the new reality. What's on the other side for the collective? And I'm being general and vague because everybody's going through something different, okay? Some of you guys are hung up on heartbreak. Some of you guys are playing out karma that is from your parents. Some of you guys are clearing away that karma. You're all on different timelines. So we have the Devil here. A machine perfectly engineered for enslavement. Well, that's really dark. So I feel like this can also be a delusion at times. So what I mean to say is that sometimes we believe the lie because we're not ready to see the truth. So a lot of you guys, what's preventing you from having this timeline shift is that you haven't had that realization yet. Some of you guys are not ready to see the truth, okay? You're not ready to accept fate and the responsibility that comes with the change, okay? So with that Devil there. But there are guides everywhere. There are guides with the King of Wands, helpful men, helpful women who come into your life to try and show you the thing that you're not seeing, okay? The Devil here, whatever you're bonded to, whatever delusion or negativity that you're bonded to here, we have signs that come in and things that try and destroy that Devil for you, that make it difficult for you to pursue things that are not right for you. So look out for your guides trying to help you out by destroying things. By, you know, oh, I didn't get texted back from that guy. That guy's not right for you. Oh, I didn't get that job. That job would have destroyed you, right? Like when things fall apart or when we have that tower moment or, you know, when there's something that we're trying to go after that isn't meant for us, and we get a guide, we get something, you know, gets blown up, we have our guide channeling through, they're coming through to tell you this. That's not right for you. The devil. And a lot of the times it shows up as a person, you know, the thing that's meant to distract you or keep you off your life path. Any last messages? Okay. So I feel like, okay, we have, I'm telling you, this old timeline is changing. It's complete on a global level, okay? A lot of you guys might not relate to this on an individual level because this is a mass shift. This is a major consciousness up-leveling and changing of the guard. The death is coming in, and it's almost like when, how do I put this? It's almost like when something comes in and destroys major structures. And because if you think about the way that our money is set up or things like that, it's been completely revolutionized. Things are being completely revolutionized on a collective unconscious scale with the death card. So you could be seeing that individually within your relationships, or you could be seeing that people fizzling out in your life. Things are changing, but we're having, even though we have the great equalizer, you know, death, which is change, it's a massive change. It's a good change. It's a positive change. It may take some time for you to see it. So whatever is transitioning in your life, you know, whatever you feel like you need to cut out, or whatever, you know, area of your life this is applying to you, if it's applying, it will be a change for the better. It will be a change where you're having more help, or you're seeing more people who are cooperative, more people who are treating you the way that you need to. It's a paradigm shift. It's a 180. And it's one of those things that sometimes it feels slow and stagnant. Slow and steady wins the race. And at the end, it will be very beneficial with the Three of Pentacles. So these are your little helpers here. The Three of Pentacles is your helpers. Potentially, you could have 3 people around you, or 3 spirits. A spellbinding tale of cooperation. You could just be, maybe a lot of you guys are working on a work project with other people, or a study group, I don't know, colleagues, friends, but it's a leveling up, okay? And it's a lot of people are finding their tribes right now because of the things that are happening on a global scale. Let's see if we can get any advice for the collective. 2 of Swords. I just that song Blinded by the Light. So do not turn a blind eye to red flags. In this parallel reality that we're going into, it's going to be a good time for you to be honest with yourself and pay attention to any red flags, okay? At the edge of the vast sea of space, she looked inward. Yes, and I've been saying that all throughout, whenever we see a hermit, whenever, you know, we're in year number 9. You don't need to seek validation outward. You can give it to yourself. But also pay attention to the red flags here, okay? And especially if you're in between timelines, or if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you can't make a choice about what to do next in your life, it's good to do some grounding techniques and to sit and be still and to listen to yourself. There's no need to rush into anything. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. I hope this reading elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Happy eclipse.